Kris DeVold.
Things like down the road. Two things for people
In the know.
Sex and drugs, Kris DeVold.
Oh, yes.
Sex and drugs, Kris DeVold.
Woo! Well, my little nasties. It's still not CentralValleyTalk.com. It's 8 p.m. It must be another episode of Sex Drugs, Kris DeVold. Can you turn that down for me? Or off? How are you feeling about it? Hey, I hope all you guys are feeling fat and sassy out there because I'm motherfucking feeling fat and sassy tonight. Oh, episode 398. Really? Fuck. Episode 398. Don't be late, man. Here we go. We're getting closer to episode 400. Episode 400. I just like doing that. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know what I'm doing. It feels good, though. I like it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I like it. Hopefully all of you are doing good out there. Hey, if this is your first time watching Sex Drugs, Kris DeVold, I want to welcome you to the madness, man. Go ahead. Welcome to the madness, man. Man. Go ahead and like, subscribe, ring my bell. Ring it twice, if you will. Don't let your mama catch you doing it. You could go blind. And then that way, anytime I post new content or go live, you will be notified first thing. And the page is always guaranteed to be posting new content every Friday as the show airs live every Friday from the very YouTube page you're watching it from, except for the last Friday of the month when I have a fantabulous segment called Sex Education with Miss S, and that means the episode is on Facebook. So once a month, I will be on the Facebook. Don't forget to give the Facebook page a like. Also, follow me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me. Oh, follow me on Instagram. Feels like I'm straining. I'm straining. That's like, does the lead singer constipated tonight? When he's not constipated, he's all, follow me on Instagram.
When it still tries to go hard.
That's more of a that's what he does. And then he holds the mic out a lot. If you see Motley Crue at concert, he holds the mic out a lot. Poor Vince. He's out there somewhere eating a chocolate bar, just upset about the whole thing. And I imagine some of it's got on his chest, and he's probably looking down, and he's like, I'm not better than this. I'm not better than this. I may be Vince now, but I'm not better than this chocolate. Hey, follow me on Instagram. That is going to be KrisDevold. We have lots to talk about tonight. I got a special gift from a viewer. Viewer gifts. Getting viewer gifts that aren't explodable or flammable or going to kill me. That means the viewer likes me. That means they like me when they gave me a gift that's not going to hurt me in any way. And you guys are going to be fucked up over this gift. It's going to blow your mind. By the way, let's go ahead and start getting into things. CentralValleyTalk.com. If you normally watch my show, if you've seen my show live, you're like, dude, what the fuck? That's really cool. I guess that you're doing your show out of your apartment, but didn't you used to have a studio? Yes, the CentralValleyTalk.com studios. I have been in. Now, normally, if you're not, familiar with the show, normally it's filmed in a studio. We have cameras, lights, camera, action. Hashtag, this is not a podcast. Mind you, this is, I started the show February 12, 2013. Someone's like, heard you got a podcast. I got nothing against podcasts, but this is not one of those. And I think that people who do podcasts would be insulted to hear my show lumped in with their shows. You know what I'm saying? Because podcasts are like a particular thing. My show's filmed in a studio. We got live music. Here's the thing, though. Since my last episode in studio was March 13th, 2020, Friday the 13th of last year. That's a long time ago. So I've been in contact trying to reach out to Mike Briggs, the one, the only at CentralValleyTalk.com, to get my ass back in the studio so we can really start to party. I am very excited about that. But if you guys were following the saga, you know that I've had a hard time getting a hold of Mike Briggs. He's harder to get. I don't know. I shouldn't have. I was going to do the joke. He's harder to get a hold of than the Black Plague. But considering like the situation we're in, I don't think that joke's appropriate. So I'm not going to do that. He's just hard to get a hold of. How about that? Good thing they didn't hear any of that. So basically what happens is I messaged him and he finally got back to me. We've been waiting for this. This is the moment we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for old Briggsy to message me. And he did. He sent me word. Now, I proposed a date to him. He's running the date through the CentralValleyTalk.com database, and he's checking it out. For anyone that really knows about CentralValleyTalk.com, they already know I'm bullshitting because they're like, database at CentralValleyTalk.com, Christopher. First off, don't call me Christopher. We're partying. Call me Chris. But let me tell you this. So Briggs did reach out to me, and Briggs did tell me that here's what I will let you in on. When I do return to Central Valley Talk, my show, most likely, the way it's looking, is going to be on a different night. Have I said too much? Yes. No. Yes. No. Yeah. Shit. Maybe. Might have said too much. But basically, I've been in talks with Mike Briggs. He's let me know that they've compiled all their filming. Now, Central Valley Talk used to do filming Monday through Saturday. That used to be the thing. Monday through Saturday, sometimes as late, shows starting. The last round of shows would go 9 p.m. I used to have a show after mine, believe it or not. Normally I air 8 p.m., CentralValleyTalk.com, Pacific time out here on the West Coast. And normally I never had shows after me. I've had shows after me like twice. And they never last long. I had one called, I think it was the Raw Hour. That one was cray-cray. You thought my show was fucking nuts in the studio. They would get down. Basically, though, my show's going to be changing nights, guaranteed, when I go back. They have compiled all their filming into 2 nights. Now, if you know anything about Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold, when I first started, my show was on Tuesday nights. That's when my show was on. And it was weird thinking of it now because it was only on Tuesday nights for a couple months. And then they switched me to Friday nights, 8 p.m. And that's when it really gets freaking crazy. So be prepared when I make it back. The show will be on a different night. So bear with me as I iron out the details with Mike Briggs. He's doing the Lord's work, man. So we're going to talk about some local businesses right now. Then we're going to get into the viewer gift. And then I got some badass stories for you guys. But we got to get into these businesses, though, because one of the things is outside of the fridge, and I got to get back into the fridge, okay? So let's go ahead and start with this. Maybe you've seen this commercial floating around. It's also on YouTube, but I did a commercial for FMD. Hit up FMD for all your needs. Oh, yeah. They got some awesome gear, by the way. Hit up FMD for all your needs. They have all your THC, CBD needs in the Fresno, Clovis area, offering free delivery. That's right, FMD. Free! I know it's backwards in here, but whatever. Believe me, it's FMD. And you're going to want to hit them up, FresnoMedicalDelivery.com or 559-355-8460 or 559-530-BUDS, BUDS. And that's Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. All orders placed before 6 p.m. are delivered same day. Again, free delivery, Fresno, Clovis area. FMD. Don't sleep on these guys. They're going to help you out with whatever you need. And then also, Cacao Sweets. Cacao. Hit up, it's Brazilian and Swedish bakery. Hit up Katya Helgren, and you can call or text orders or requests 559-371-3020, 559-371-3020. Cacao Sweets, C-A-C-A-O, or C-A-C-A-U. Sweets. You can find them on Facebook, also Instagram. Hit them up. They got sweet stuff. Also, don't forget Jess at Canaproxy on Instagram, canaproxy@gmail.com, 559-826-9889, canaproxy.com, where ideas become creations. And then also Boston House of Pizza. You may see a little commercial floating around online for them. Also on YouTube, Boston House of Pizza is located on the southwest corner of Cedar and Herndon. Same parking lot as Bad Buds. Same parking lot as Teriyaki Don. Go ahead and go in there. Tell them Kris sent you. Some of the best pizza, calzones, salads, sandwiches that you've ever fucking had. You're going to love it. That's from my medicine, not the Rona. You're going to love it. Go in there. Tell them Kris sent you today. Boston House of Pizza, Fresno. Or if you're in the South Valley, they do have Visalia, Hanford, and Lemoore locations. Don't sleep on these guys. They're certainly not sleeping on you. They're ready for you at all times. Don't forget about, we also got Sadie. Shout out to Sadie. Sadie. Out at Red Wave Tattoo. Shout out to you. Doing the Lord's work. Actually, she's styling hair. She's doing it. She's doing haircuts. She is fucking bomb. You're going to want to hit up Red Wave Tattoo. And her name is Sadie. You can book specifically with her. You're going to love it. And then we also got Planet Vegan they're also doing the Lord's work. Planet Vegan, you're going to want to follow them on Instagram, Facebook. They'll hook you up with burgers, fries, anything you need. Also, Plant Slayer. They are always, a lot of these places I'm naming are out at the not Tower District, the River Park Farmers Market. Woo! Woo! And then let's go ahead and get into it. Oh my goodness. You know I like salsa, right? You know I'm from South Texas. I was born in San Antonio. Okay. Love salsa. And I know all the people in Fresno love salsa too. We are some taco loving. If you don't know, okay, look. If you're not from Fresno and you know us just by what you read in the news and what you see in the movies, the movie shit's all fake because they never really use Fresno. Yeah, they drop a body in Con Air on Fresno. That ain't fucking get the fuck out of here. Now, Biker Boys, I never watched. The one with Kid Rock and Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, I never saw that one.
Now, I know that culminates to a huge bike race in Fresno, but I don't know if it's really Fresno. I say that though. Look, this is what I'm just saying. You don't know about Fresno. We have some of the best Mexican food, I think, in the whole country. We have so many options, so many different types of Mexican food. And I'm not beating around the bush here, but I have ran into some bomb salsa. And I was already talking about them on the show, but now I've actually tried them. Now, I want to give a shout out. The homie came by, and he dropped off a jar to me. Now, let's first talk about him. It's Angel Face 559, Munchies and Mask. Angel Face 559, Munchies and Mask. 559-704-6169. Sorry. That's 559-704-6169. 69. Yeah, come on. That'll be funny till I'm like fucking 90. And then it's Fabian Angel Torres. Go ahead and hit them up. I got to tell you about this salsa.
The best.
Now you're like,
so
Kris.
Seasoned, like hella seasoned.
What did you do with the jar, Christopher?
Yeah.
So what?
So this is what happened.
So what had happened was the homie brought over this jar of salsa,
Changed the whole day.
and it messed up the whole day.
It didn't mess it up.
In a good way. I'm saying it did mess it up in a good way because it was like the salsa sitting in the fridge, and it's like
We were just.
yeah. And I'm like, I hear something while I'm sitting here working from home at the computer. Chris. And I'm like, do you hear something back there, woman? I thought I heard it sounds like the salsa talking to us. So what happened was this jar was totally full.
Like the top.
To the top
Like,
yesterday. And the only reason there's this much, I mean, this is because I know we wanted some for the weekend, and you can see that we certainly saved ourselves enough to probably get us through the next 5 minutes. Crazy part is I could open this and drink this. That's how good this salsa is. You can drink it. You can put it on eggs. You can change lives with it. You can speak to angels. You can speak to angels with this fucking salsa. And they don't just do salsa. By the way, they do different kinds. If I saw the pictures correctly and I'm remembering correctly, they have different kinds. Different levels of heat, of course. But then they also, I believe they have a green salsa. But also they do food. So you're going to want to hit them up. Again, Angel Face, 559, Munchies and Mask, 559-704-6169. Fabian Angel Torres. Maybe start with the salsa. This is just a recommendation. But what do I know? I'm just a gringo from South Texas. What do I know? I only was born and raised down there. You cut my veins, and besides bacon grease, sometimes salsa comes out. Okay, so don't even talk to me. Seriously though, let me give this back.
Some beef tips.
It's oh yeah, some beef. You know I like the beef tips. But seriously, I'm a fan of good salsa. My mom makes a hellacious salsa, and see what happened was, you're right, man. I got someone in the crowd. So seriously, what happened was he's like, "You're gonna love this salsa. I put it on everything. I'm already through fourth of jar, and it's only from this morning. The guy who gave it to me, and I'm like, only from this morning, a fourth. So I'm like, the moment I open it, and I'm like, oh, goosebumps. It's reminding me of mom's salsa, and I haven't even tried it yet. Oh, we tried it and tried it and tried it. So go ahead, stick it back in the friggity fridge. We are gonna we have a little outing planned for tomorrow, and we did want some salsa with it, so we're gonna go ahead and take what's left. We're gonna have to call them and get more. I want to try their food too. If it's that good, I want to try their food too, man. Can I tell you guys something that you might make fun of me? You ever watch a movie or a movie series way after the fact? Like you're just fucking late to the fucking party. Like everybody else in the world has already loved on it and been done with it, and they don't really talk about it anymore. I started watching Harry Potter, you guys.
Finally.
Started watching Harry Potter. So I just finished Prisoner of Azkaban, and I'll be moving on to Harry Potter 4. 4. What do I think so far? Okay. First off, it's really crazy. At least I'm watching them with someone. She's seen them all. So at least when I want to talk about them, I can talk about them with you. But I can recall watching movies way after the fact. My brother used to dub me movies and then send them to me on DVDs through the mail. He'd send me like a spool. So I'd be like running into like 50 movies all at once. I remember I watched Man on Fire with Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning. Great movie. And I went into work and I was just trying to talk about it. Like, just trying to really talk about it. Like, it was a great movie. It got me that day. I watched it before I went to work. And everybody's like, the Denzel movie from like 2 years ago or whatever? I'm like, yeah? Because he'd burn me new movies, dubbed, but then he'd go back and throw some oldies in there for me. Like, from the last 2 years, movies maybe I hadn't seen. And I didn't have cable. Me and David Todd were slumming it in Clovis at the time. So Man on Fire was amazing to me. But then you go into work talking about it, and everybody's giving you weird looks because they're like, what, did you watch it today or something? And you're like, fuck yeah, I watched it. Have you never seen it? No, I never seen it. And then you got to deal with all that shit. I come from the land of all that shit. So I haven't watched the Harry Potter movies. You want to know what you don't tell people? I haven't watched all the fucking Harry Potter movies. Because the minute you tell people you haven't watched fucking Harry Potter, they're like, what? How could you have not? You haven't seen, so you don't know about. Wow, so you haven't even seen. It doesn't matter what part you name or the title of the movie. Yes, I haven't fucking seen it. Man, so you don't even know about such and such. I kind of do. Like, you can't hide under a rock and not know about fucking Harry Potter. He got the mark right here. The Voldemort. Shh, wait, don't say his name. Like, I know about fucking all of it, man. Not all of it, because I haven't seen them all. I tried to watch them all the way through a long time ago, and it's just, I half-assed it. But now here I am, and I think my phone's listening to me now. And I know my phone's listening to me. Because I get on Facebook, and you want to know what's in my stream? Like comicbook.com is all of a sudden posting about Harry Potter. Vulture.com all of a sudden posting 10 things you never knew about the Harry Potter series. And I can't fucking click on any of the stories. Shout out to Leslie, who's in the crowd right now. Thanks for following us over to YouTube. A lot of people saying it's not that easy, but I want to thank you for taking the journey. I do like it so far. I kind of had seen part 1 a lot because I owned part 1 back in the day, but I rewatched part 1. I did part 2, part 3, and I think they're good. I can certainly see why they made all the money. I did the same thing with all the Marvel movies. We did all the Marvel movies. Yeah. That was one of the first things we did during quarantine. I went through and I watched every single Marvel movie because as popular and as good as they are, there were just some I didn't see. It's true. So we went through and watched them all, and then shit started to make sense more. And I'm glad we did, because now Disney Plus has all these Marvel series. By the way, Loki, heard it's amazing. No spoilers. In case Black Thunder's out there, no spoilers, my friend. Wanna know why? Because we haven't watched it yet. So I'm literally telling you guys, no spoilers. But Leslie, back to your question. I love it. I love it so far. What's there not to love about seeing the kids go to fucking Hogwarts, and now they're growing up, and the things they're fighting, and it's all about Harry. There's all this mystery about Harry. It's almost like my dick. There's all this mystery about Harry. But no, I do love it. I'm looking forward to part 4. We'll probably get into it at some point, maybe at the end of this weekend or something. I don't want to go through them too fast. I do know they're on Peacock. They're also on HBO Max. I think they're only on HBO Max for the month. So if you are a Harry Potter fan and you're trying to relive some of the fun, I know they're on TV all the fucking time. My mom loves the Harry Potter series. Remember, we go to her pad a lot and there'd just be Harry Potter on? I'm like, you're watching this shit again? It's all that's on. It's like every time I come over, you get some Harry Potter shit. But I finally joined the party. Here, cheers to me. You don't have anything to drink, do you?
Nope.
Oh, that's beautiful. So I'm watching Harry Potter. Hopefully you guys are watching some fun things. I'm still trying to get Lindsay through Seinfeld and Perfect Strangers. We're almost done with Seinfeld. I think Seinfeld might be on Peacock, but we're watching it on Hulu, and it expires at the end of June. And we got her almost done with season 7. She still has 8 and 9. So I'm really trying to work. If you have any suggestions for shows that we should start, next on our list is Schitt's Creek. I like to get one new show, kind of, and one older show. I know Seinfeld's kind of older, but it's still newer to me, newer to her. And then we're going old with The Perfect Strangers. So I think next will be Schitt's Creek and Mama's Family. Come on, don't play around with the Mama's Family, huh? Don't, Thelma Harper, don't even get me started. All right. So what happened was I got a gift. I got a gift from a viewer. And he's actually, we'll call him Broski. Some people, yeah, she's like, yes, Perfect Stranger, so funny. No, we're so happy we'll do the dance of joy. Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. So we have a viewer gift. I got a viewer gift. He brought it over and left it at my door. Fuck you. I don't know why I want to tell everyone off at the end of the song. Feels good. Fuck you. So the viewer brought it over. We'll call him Broski. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't like their name sometimes said on the show. We like to keep people's privacy. But if you did know this guy, Broski is the perfect name for him, is it not? Mm-hmm. So we will call him Broski. Broski bought me a gift. Now, I'm not using it right now because we are on YouTube. And unless you have so many subscribers, YouTube doesn't allow you to go live from a mobile device. It has to be like a computer or a laptop with the desktop functions type shit that you can go live from, like I'm doing right now. I used Liggity Lindsay's laptop to go live on YouTube. I can't do it with my phone on YouTube, but we are going to start experimenting with something very cool that Broski got me. This is called the Chase, okay? It's called Chase, and Chase actually follows you around. I know this is backward. It's inverted in the screen, but Chase actually follows you around. Let's hear some of these features. It has facial tracking. So if I move around like this, or I start turning, it's following me. Object tracking. I'm an object. I'm a pretty big object. I'm like a baked potato walking around. 360-degree moving head. Just like Lindsay.
Oh my God.
And then tripod compatible. Just like me. And then it's app integrated. Everything has an app. Everything has an app. But this thing will follow me around. And this is from a viewer. This is from Broski. A badass guy. So what we're going to go ahead and do, let's go ahead and just open it. You want to open it? Let's check it out. I'm trying to open it. There we go. Just trying to open it nicely. There we go. Woo! It's called the Chase, baby. It's just called Chase. It's going to find me. It's going to come and get me. And it has a swivel head on it. 306. So we're going to be using this. Go ahead and check out the Instagram page, KrisDeVold. Check out the Facebook page, Sex Drugs Kris DeVold, spelled like a chick with a K, but I do have a dick.
Woo!
Woo! Wow! Thank you, Broski. We're actually going to be venturing out with Broski, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to be getting together with Broski and the lady Broski. So, what do you call Lady Broski? Do girl Broskis have names?
Well, do that or something like
Broski, because girls wear bras. Hey, Broski. Hey, Broski. Hey, Broski.
They say girl or bitch to each other.
Hey, bitch.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Broski and his bitch.
It depends on who it is.
Great. Okay, shit. Thanks, Broski and his Broski.
If you let me finish.
I didn't know what you wanted me to say.
She knew what you meant. She knew what you meant.
Thanks, Broski
It's
and
her.
Miss Broski.
Yeah, Miss Broski. There you go.
But this is going to be amazing. We're going to be using this. We're going to get together with them Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
We're going to Dave & Buster's.
Dave and Buster's.
Shh. I haven't been to Dave & Buster's. We didn't get to make it there in 2020 before it shut down. So we haven't been to Dave & Buster's since 2019.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I have a gift card I got. There you go. Yeah, Broski. See, they liked it. Broski.
Yeah, Broski.
You know? I have a $50 gift card from fucking Dave & Buster's that I got Christmas 2019. And I remember getting it going, all right, let's try not to spend this right away. Because we were going to Dave & Buster's quite a bit. And I know Broski knew how to get me too, man. He's like, hey, we getting together? You want to get together? I'm like, dude, we've been waiting to get the fuck together. Let's get together. And he was like, you maybe Dave & Buster's? And I was like, oh, shit.
The way to my heart.
Broski knows the way to my heart. Got all hot and a center around DB. Anyway, so be looking forward to that. I like to do posts from everywhere. Also, follow the Sex Drugs Kris DeVold page because this weekend I told you we were taking that salsa somewhere. Where is that somewhere? I don't know. Where will Kris DeVold be? Where will Sex Drugs Kris DeVold be? Tune into the page. We'll be doing multiple live posts. It'll be a time. You might like what we're showing off. How about that? It's gonna be my penis. Anyways, it's not gonna be my cock. Calm down. Unless you were gonna tune in for that, then it's definitely going to be my cock. So now I want to talk about this. The place near me started to fucking sell lottery tickets. We don't have to go across the street anymore for our lottery tickets.
No.
All I have to do is walk right next door. Now you're like, Kris, what are you, like, crazy about the lotto? No, I am mad at people that win the fucking lottery. Every week I find fucking stories without even trying to look. It's like the world. Just listen here, Broski. It's like the world, and then I'll kind of do a lisp on the S, Broski. Now, listen here, Broski. What happens is I get mad at the people that fucking win because I feel like somehow it should be me. But then people always say, but Kris, I don't know why you'd whine to me. Oh, my God. Let's stop what I'm even talking about. Leslie just said she won $500 on a scratcher today. Woo! What the hell? We need details, girl. We need details if you're able to tell us. Not what store. I just want to know what kind of, not even what kind of scratcher. How much did you have to spend on the scratcher? Was it like a $10 one, $15 one? Was it a $5 one? Is it a $2 one? What's the range on the scratcher you bought? Because we are really trying to pinpoint a good area for scratchers to buy. Now, the place next door, I'll go ahead and give them a shout out. It is the Shell station on the corner. Only $5. So, okay. So you can win $500 off of a $5. See, I'm not too keen on how much you can win off some of them. I know it says on front, but I'm always thinking in my head, how much am I going to have to spend? How much am I going to have to spend? I'll spend $5 on a scratcher. That's most excellent price right there. The place next door, they literally started selling lotto in the last couple days. They don't even, like, they have all the scratchers in the glass case in the counter, but you literally point at one. He's like, yeah, I don't have that. You point at that one. He's like, yeah, I actually don't have like all of these except for like 2 of them. We haven't got them yet. And you're like, all right. But they are selling the Super Lotto Powerball as well. 76 on the corner of Fresno and Boulder. Tell them Kris DeVold sent you. But $5 scratcher, Leslie, that's fucking amazing. $5 off of 500, we could use that. Now you got me thinking. Now you got the wheels turning. I'm always looking at, when we leave Food Max, I'm always looking at the little lotto machine they have in there. I'm like, how easy is that one to use? That is fantastic. Well, fantastic. Now you got me all pumped. Well, let's talk about people that won way more. I need this. Hold on. All the yelling, all the talking, and all the you know what, huh? Okay, let's not. It's sex, drugs, and Kris DeVold. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What pisses me off is people that win large amounts from the lotto. $500, girl, that's a large amount in my book. Yeah. That's a large amount in my book, but I ain't going to be mad for that. That's like I'm pumped because it's someone I know. Fuck yeah, girl, $500, get that fucking $500.
Right.
What I'm more mad about is, say, I don't know, a woman winning $2 million in a lottery prize while running errands with her mom. Do you realize back in the day how many times I went out with Mama DeVold and I ran fucking errands with her, man? And it ain't easy running errands with Mama DeVold. It ain't easy. You know it ain't. You think I won $2 million for that shit? Technically, I wasn't buying any lottery tickets while I was out with her. So, I mean, you could always argue that back to me. And to that, I say, fuck you. Let me live in my fake fantasy. But a South Carolina woman found running errands with her mama was a profitable decision when she won $2 million off a lottery jackpot while waiting in the car wash. I'm so glad this is your laptop. I would have already flipped this shit. I would have flipped it like 8 times, picked it back up, and kept flipping this shit. Okay. She was running errands with her mom when the older woman asked her to stop, and it was at a petrol station, and the mom wanted to stop for a Powerball ticket. And the woman said she went into the store and bought her mom's Powerball ticket along with one of those. It was a $2 million colossal cash scratch off for herself. Now, I'm not aware of the colossal cash game, but apparently you can win $2 million fucking dollars off the son of a bitch. So the two women went next door to the car wash while waiting by the vacuums. Must have been one of the full service ones. The woman's boyfriend called and asked her to get him a Powerball ticket too. The player said she decided to scratch off her $10 ticket in case she won enough money to cover the cost of her boyfriend's ticket. Oh, that's smart. I see. That's kind of what we would do. Oh, get the money to get another ticket. Let me scratch off my shit to see if I won anything, and I'll pay for your ticket. She won $2 million. She said, I wasn't feeling lucky, wasn't even having a great day, and ended up winning the lottery. Wonder why she probably wasn't having a great day? Because she was running errands with her mother. You realize how much her mom's going to be fucking, her mom's going to want some of that money. Her mom's going to want some. That's just how that one's going to flow. So she's going to want some of that fucking money. Mom's going to try to get in on that shit real quick. Well, I tell you what, moms, go get your, would you give your mama something? She's the one that wanted the Powerball ticket. Where do you cut it off, though? How much do you give mom then? Because $2 million, you're not getting all that $2 million. You know that, right?
Well, she didn't do the book or anything. So
but she wanted to stop. Oh, yeah, Leslie's like, a better mama want half, right?
I wouldn't do half. I'd be like, screw that.
I'll give you $100,000, Mom, and you should be happy with that. That's what I'd say. And she'd be like, but you wouldn't even have stopped there to get the ticket unless I wanted my Powerball ticket. Okay. And here's $100,000 for that. Ah! All right. So I'll go back to the stories. I'm not sure if I had another lottery one, but this one's kind of a good one. Oh, God, yes. Okay, so here we go. You know, people use fucking, so I don't play Keno, but Keno, if you're very aware of Keno used to be the shit. You pick the numbers, the balls fly on the numbers, you win, you get yourself a jackpot. Now, a Kansas lottery player was celebrating their birthday. They ended up winning even more reason to celebrate when they scored $124,600 Keno jackpot. Again, Leslie, I think $500 is fucking enough money for me. I'll take 5. So yes, that's a lot of money, but it's not enough to make me mad at you. It makes me want to cheer for you. But fucking $124,600, yeah, that makes me mad. That gets me on their fucking. They're on my shit list. Either that, or I'm going out to Kansas, finding myself a new best friend. You better give me some of that money. Now, he's from Cherokee County, and he remained anonymous, but he ended up telling the lottery officials that they were out celebrating his birthday at the VFW 1372. All right, he's a vet. My dad was a vet. Now I'm yelling at veterans. I'm yelling at veterans for winning the lottery. He said, okay, God bless America. Usually I play birthday and anniversary numbers for the Four Corners, which has given me some good wins in the past, he said. But this time, I'd been playing for a bit that day and decided to grab some quick pick numbers on my way out, and I'm so glad I did. So he's been picking his numbers all these years, all this time, and he finally does a quick pick. And later on that evening, he discovered that he had won $124,600, a sum lottery officials said was one of the largest on Keno jackpots in the state's history. Holy shit, old man. Okay. Yeah, you can't be mad. I know, I can't be mad. It's like, the moment I saw the VFW, I'm like, son of a bitch. Said he kept double checking the numbers to make sure he was seeing it right. Sure enough, he calculated he'd won the little bit over 120,000. Even called the lottery ahead of time to tell him exactly how much it was. And they said they used some of the money to take their friends out to lunch, but hasn't made plans for the rest of it. Yeah, I saw that. You know what? We should bring that up. Somebody in Fresno County won $50,000 off the state's lottery that they're doing for the vaccinations. Now, hey, broski. He used broski properly. But yeah, somebody won $50,000 off the state's lottery that they've been doing for the vaccine. And whether you, we don't do politics on the show. We don't even really do COVID-19 talk. But when it comes to money talk and someone winning, man, I wish that shit was me, man. Either that or let me know. Let me know who it was. I need to make a new best friend. So we've been talking about people who have been winning the lottery, and they've been winning the lottery almost unintentionally. You have people winning it and they don't know they're winning it. People winning it while they're out with their mom on errands, winning $2 million fucking dollars. Like, that's some shit, man. But I got a story about a guy winning some stuff, and it doesn't quite make me mad because sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and you got to do you, boo-boo. All right. Now, a lot of the times people have been doing, like, you when you tell someone you do you, boo-boo, a lot of people have been doing themselves too much in 2020 and 2021 to the point to where it's kind of annoying. But I can tell you, this man did him, and it ended up working out to the tune of $367,000 in Las Vegas. By the way, if we do find out the person in Fresno County that won the $50,000 is a friend of ours, fucking party, broski. Party, broski! So basically what happened was this man, this is my favorite. This guy's kind of my hero. So what happened was this man skipped his niece's wedding for a Las Vegas poker tournament and came home $367,800 richer. $367,000. 800. Are you kidding me right now? Now, he skipped out a niece's wedding. It wasn't his daughter. It wasn't like it was anything like that. It was his niece, you guys. So first off, calm down. So what happened was 63-year-old man, and his name's Harlan Miller. Sounds like a poker player, doesn't it? Hey, Harlan. Yeah? Why weren't you at your niece's wedding? I was playing poker. And I was playing poker well. Harlan out. I think he speaks in the third person. Harlan out. So basically what happened was he skipped the damn wedding to participate in the Mid-States Poker Tour at the Venetian. It's $1,100 main event. I figured if one of the family, he said if one member of the family was missing at a wedding, it wouldn't hurt anything, he said. They're like, where's Uncle Jack? He's like, man, fuck this wedding. I'm going to fucking get some money. Aces high, bitch. So the tournament featured 2,790 players. Miller, retired office supply company owner, started playing on June 4th. He defeated pro poker player, easy for me to say, Ryan Dodd, with a straight on Tuesday to win the money. He said, I just really had a strong feeling about this tournament, Miller said. I had to go. I don't really know what it was, but I thought I could take it down or get real close to it. He's like, I can get Macy a better wedding present tomorrow now. And he's right. He really can. Miller's been playing poker for about 15 years. He's won more than $500,000. So wait, here's what I'm understanding. He's been playing 15 years, and he's won $500,000. But in this one tournament, he's won 367,800. So you telling me he's only started when, like, for the last 14 years, he's only won like $200,000? Is that good? Is that bad? Anyways, I don't play. I mean, I play, but I'm just like, dude, I don't know if those stats are good. Very happy for him. Very happy for him. I think it's hilarious that he skipped. Oh, that's from, by the way, excuse me. If you're watching this live on a Friday night, it's National Margarita Pizza Day. No, that's not a pizza with margarita all over it. Margarita pizza, look it up, Google it. Great little story on why it's called Margarita Pizza. National Margarita Pizza Day. We actually did a 2-in-1 shot. We had never had Mamma Mia's at the corner of Bullard and Maroa, same parking lot as the Ride and Shine Car Wash. And we had some Little Green Tea Leaf as well. But we got Mamma Mia's and we had a margarita pizza. Woo! It was, whoa, bellissima. Now, right now, as we're doing the show live, it's 8:42 p.m. Pacific time. It might be a little too late if you haven't got your margarita pizza yet. You still may be able to get yourself one. I know a lot of places are closing a little later now. A lot of people are going back to regular hours since the pandemic's kind of calming down. Can we just talk about something? We haven't really talked about the pandemic on the show. Obviously, I've been doing the show from my apartment for a reason, because shit was haywire. I couldn't get back in the CentralValleyTalk.com studios. Now I can. We're working on it. But we're not going to talk about COVID-19. But what I will talk on first is conspiracy theorists. Now, there's so many conspiracy theorists out there, especially with this vaccine and all this bullshit. There's so much bullshit out there. Of course, there's all these conspiracy theorists now. But can I tell you right now, the government doesn't care about one of my homies in Fresno who does nothing but sit around all day, like watching Cartoon Network. Like, the government doesn't care. It's how, you quit flattering yourself that the national government's like, hey, what's the one guy in Fresno doing right now? Were we tracking him? What is the one guy in Fresno doing right now? He's taking bong rips, watching Cartoon Network, and he just ordered some pizza. We got him! Like, we got all the stats we need on him. Like, come on, guys. Okay? And I don't care if you believe that. I don't care if you think the government's tracking you for some reason. I don't think I think it's pretty cool that you think you're so important that the government will go out of its way to track you and not me. How come I'm not important enough? How come the government don't care what the fuck I do? Why is it you? Oh, they are? Well, then good. Let them track me. They're probably the most boring motherfucker. I'm just saying, nobody's special enough for that to be happening. So calm your asses. And here's what I mean. I'm not talking about anything. That was my prelude because of this story. So don't think this was about anything other than that. It's just you're flattering yourself if you want to convince me that the government cares what you're fucking doing. They don't give a fuck, dude. They don't care what the fucking else they're doing. And I tell you all that to tell you this, okay? This woman, she's a nurse. Which proves you can go to school for a very long time and still be very fucking loopy. So this nurse, she was attempting to prove that vaccines, so just vaccines, okay, make people magnetic. I'm going to repeat that. This nurse, a nurse who went to medical school, which proves again that very smart people, quote unquote, book smarts, can be fucking loopy out of their heads. Now, we're not going to get into anything other than the story. So if you start getting into anything, we're not. We just don't do that on the show. But an anti-vaccine Ohio nurse attempted to prove this past Tuesday that vaccines, more specifically, the COVID-19 vaccine, the vaccines that are out on the market right now, they make people magnetic, like fucking Magneto, man. By the way, I'm down for like, if metahumans want to start fucking coming out, like in the comic books, if that shit wants to happen in real life, let's get fucking crazy. Let's get crazy, like Prince said. Let's go nuts. Let's get some fucking Marvel shit going on. So the registered nurse, her name is Joanna Overholt. She was testifying before the Ohio House Health Committee. So she's at the Ohio House Health Committee. So they're like, oh, there's a nurse. Miss Nurse Overholt is here. Let's call her Overlord. Miss Overholt is here, and she's going to talk a little bit about the dangers of the coronavirus vaccine. And she herself has been vaccinated, you guys. So if the vaccine is making people magnetic and she got the vaccine, wouldn't that make her magnetic then? Well, fuck me. So Overholt said she heard during lunch that vaccines cause magnetism in humans. I'd be like, bitch, where'd you hear that? If it was if you use the word Facebook, social media, meme, GIF, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear you shit. So she decided to prove her point on herself. Here we go. This is what we wanted. She's saying vaccines make you fucking magnetic. Now, if you're at home and you've already tried to put something magnetic up against yourself and it's not working, hey, Beba, I know you're over there doing your thing. Can you grab me my keys?
Yeah.
We're going to do a little experiment here. I know, Leslie. Leslie's like, I have so much to say about this, but I won't. That's why it's such a dangerous topic. We don't do sports, we don't do religion, and we don't do politics on Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold. And because the pandemic has been so politicized, we don't even do the virus on Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold. No. We're trying to do everything but that. But this story is so great. This chick is claiming that something makes people magnetic. Ah, shit. It ain't working. Hold on. And stick to me. And stick to me.
Here, let me put it against your arm. See,
maybe I'm magnetic in my arm. Here, put it on my arm. Ready? And stick it to me. Oh, I'm magnetic! I can't believe okay, I'm not magnetic. Shit, never mind.
No.
All right. Well, at least I'm not in front. Of the Ohio House Health Committee doing this, okay? Overholt said, like I said, I heard during lunch the vaccines cause magnetism. So she was attempting to show how a bobby pin and key would stick to her exposed skin. As the article states here, spoiler alert, it didn't go well. So these are quotes from her, okay? Explain to me why the key sticks to me. It sticks to my neck too, Overholt said. So yeah, if somebody could explain this, that would be great. The non-magnetic aluminum key actually fell off her neck as soon as she removed her hand. You wouldn't say, huh? The non-magnetic aluminum key, this dumb whore. I'll say it, this dumb whore. The false vaccine magnetism theory was brought up earlier during the hearing by Ohio physician Sherry Tenpenny, who had been cited by Watchdog Group as a member of the Disinformation Dozen, the 12 people responsible for 65% of the anti-vaccine information shared on the internet. So, note to self, if you're going to go in front of a fucking health committee and you were going to say that you're fucking Magneto, you better be fucking yanking pens out of people's hands. Shit better be coming out of their pockets. I mean, you better be pulling the floating in the air. Using all the magnetism to like make yourself levitate and move like Magneto. You better be getting Magneto if you're gonna go in front of a committee and say that you have magnetism in you. That's as close as we'll ever get to virus talk on here, but I just thought it's so funny that this nurse goes in front of a committee and she's like, I am a magnet, and this shit's making people into magnets. And then she like trying to put shit on herself and it's just dropping. I gotta check and see if there's video of that. If so, I will put it on the Sex Kris DeVold page. Every so often you hear a story about an animal. And you hear a story about an animal, and it's just one that captures your heart, captures your imagination. And sometimes it's just fucking amazing. So I saw this story a little earlier today, and I was like, all right, we are definitely talking about this in Spokane, Washington. All right, let's take ourselves there. I'm up in Washington. It's a good day. It's green. It's green up here, man. It's nice. That don't smell like Fresno. That definitely doesn't. No, that's not Fresno right there. This person gets into an accident and they have their pet dog with them. A pet dog vanished for 2 days after being ejected from a vehicle. A pet dog vanished for 2 days after being ejected from a vehicle. It was an accident. And this dog flew out of the fucking car. How fantastic is that? Kris, why is that fantastic? Because when they caught up to the fucking dog, 2 days, mind you, this dog's missing. Now, it's Linda Oswald. It's their family dog. The dog's name's Tilly. They were driving along the Idaho State Highway 41 on Sunday when they crashed into another car, launching the dog through the rear window. This dog flies through the rear window. It's unharmed, right? The dog's stunned and then ran away, prompting an immediate search with at least 6 complete strangers who witnessed the crash and pulled over along the highway to help. People just kept going out, Oswald said, noting that the search lasted about 10 hours on Sunday before the family went home. We were sore and exhausted, she said. Would you walk around that long? We lost our bulldog. Our house got robbed one time. We lost our English bulldog, Brittany. We were out all night in the rain, driving around with the window down. Brittany! Doing that shit. Now, they wrote a Facebook post that included a picture of the 2-year-old Border Collie and Red Heeler mix. More than 3,000 people shared the post. I guess that's when social media kicks in for something good, huh?
Yeah.
You know, thank God for social media. It gets better and better, though. 3,000 people shared the post, and that's when Tyler, Travis, and Zane Potter recognized the dog in the photo as the same dog they had seen on their family farm south of the city on Tuesday. You want to know what the dog was doing? The dog was herding sheep when they found it. Now, the dog is a sheepdog by heart. The dog's never herded sheep because herding them. Herding. Oh,
sorry, it's not like hurting.
Not hurting the sheep, herding the sheep. Herding. It's a sheepdog.
Okay, good.
The dog is domesticated, obviously, and has never been on a farm and was never a sheepdog ever. But they're saying, I think the dog was trying to herd sheep. Now, if it wasn't for the post, the dog would still be out there. They saw the dog out there, and it was only because of the Facebook post they went to get the dog. So the dog was out there all alone for 2 days herding sheep. The dog has never herded sheep before.
That's hilarious.
It's in the dog's DNA. Talk about fucking animals. I always think it's hilarious.
I just see these things, and I need to put them over there.
I see these things, and I move them over here. And when I'm done, I move them over here. And then when I'm done, get this, I move them over here. It is amazing. I bark and they run from me. Watch, I'm going to chase them. Actually, it's time's up. I got to move them over here now. How long have you been doing this? I don't know. There's 90 years. I'm a dog. I don't have sense of time. So they find the dog, and the dog was having the time of his fucking life, dude. Beef! I call dogs beef. This beef is a herding beef. Beef! Just doing things out there, man. Now, I do this story because Liggity Lindsay was talking to me about this the other night, and she's actually, like, worried about it happening. And remember we were watching the video? I was showing you the Nat Geo video, and it was like the people and the big old fat fucking whales were with them in the ocean. What were you worried about happening to the diver?
Well, that they would get hurt.
With the big whales.
Yeah.
You specifically said, well, I wouldn't get near that big thing. They could just swallow them.
Yeah, they could.
This big old thing would swallow them.
Without them even realize.
He wouldn't even realize they swallowed him. You would get swallowed. So a commercial lobster diver, and this is not going to help at all. I want to let you know that. Because I'm like, girl, that's a rarity. You don't need to worry about it.
I'm like,
Listen to Daddy Kris here. I'll break it down for you. You don't got to worry about no whale taking you in the mouth. Except for this commercial lobster diver got caught in the mouth of a humpback whale off the coast of Cape Cod Friday morning. Okay, hear me out. Michael Packard, 56, told the news station after he was released from Cape Cod Hospital that he was about 45 feet, which is 14 meters, deep in the waters off of Provincetown when all of a sudden I felt this huge bump and everything went dark. He thought he had been attacked by a shark, common in area waters, but then realized he couldn't feel any teeth and he wasn't in any pain. Then I realized, oh my God, I'm in a whale's mouth.
See?
Okay, this is exactly what you were saying the other night.
All that.
I'm trying to tell you it doesn't happen all the time. You can swim with the whales. So that, like he said, then I realized, oh my God, I'm in a whale's mouth. And he's trying to swallow me. And I thought to myself, okay, this is it. I'm gonna die. His thoughts went to his wife and his children, he said. Now he estimates he was in the whale's mouth for about 30 seconds, but continued to breathe because he still had his breathing apparatus in. Then the whale surfaced, shook its head, and spit him out.
Like realized it was okay.
He was rescued by his crewmate in the surface boat that was waiting for him. But I saw this fucking story. And I'm like, Liggity Lindsay's never going to let this shit go.
Nope.
Because we were just seeing some dude in the fucking... By the way, they found a 7-foot gator in a post office. We were going to talk about that. We didn't have time. 7-foot gator. I was like, no, we don't have time. We're running out of time. 7-foot gator was found in a post office. And first thing I thought, almost as big as my dick. Almost. Anyways. So, yeah. Yeah, you like that one? Yeah, I got fucking tons of these fucking dick jokes, mama. All right, so here we go. I don't know. Yeah, tons of these dick jokes, mama. All right. So first, we've established this evening that I got a gift from Broski. It is a camera that will follow me around. We're going to be using this bad boy. We've also established that my show is probably going to change nights when I make it back to the CentralValleyTalk.com studios. When will I make it back there? That part is still being worked out. We've also established you need to like the Sex Drugs Kris DeVold page. That is on Facebook.com/Sex Drugs Kris DeVold. Also, go ahead and give me a follow on Instagram, KrisDeVold. Don't forget about the salsa. That's Angel Face 559 Munchies and Mash. Don't forget about Canaproxy. Don't forget about Cacao Sweets. Don't forget about Boston House of Pizza Fresno, Teriyaki Don. Don't forget about Plant Slayer, Planet Vegan. Don't forget about FMD. Do not forget about those guys. Great people over there. All those people over there. Just don't forget about it all. Always support local. It's one thing to say, but you got to do it. And of course, BBO's Vintage Boutique in the Tower District. Always showing them some love. Tune into the Sex Drugs Kris DeVold Facebook page and the Kris DeVold Instagram page tomorrow because we will be specifically doing live posts. We're going to be out and about. And I think you might like what we're showing. Maybe it'll give you a little peace on your Saturday if you don't have much going on. And to those that are out partying tonight, party it up hard. If you're watching this show live, thank you so much for joining the party. We will be doing episode 300. 399. Oh, wow. Cool. The 400th episode works out where it's going to be on Facebook because it's going to be with Sex Education with Miss S. So next week will be the 399th episode. The last Friday of every month, the episode appears live. It goes live on Facebook, and we'll do Sex Education with Miss S, and we'll be celebrating episode 400. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for 6 Skater 11 Mig for joining, Leslie Marie for joining, and anybody else that's out there watching. I see you guys out there. Love you much. We will be right back Friday night, same bad time, same bad channel with Sex Drugs Kris DeVold, episode 399, where I'll be feeling so fine. And for the love of God, don't let any whales swallow any semen. I can't believe that happened. Your fucking worst dream come true. I love you guys so much. Get ready for episode 400. We got to get the fuck out of here. We got to get out now. No more. No.